There's still plenty of challenges in regards to my health that I'm dealing with, but I'm so much better, and that is just an amazing thing, and that's what I'm focusing on. So today Jake and I are leaving to head to Florida, and this time we don't know for how long we're going to be going for. I don't expect it to be nearly as long as the last trip that we did, but we're just heading to my parents' house first, which is a few hours from Fort Myers. We'll stay there for a few days, and then we'll head down to Fort Myers to go to Caring Medical. Some of you guys have been asking if we're still going to be going there for treatments, and the answer is yes. It has brought me a lot of progress and been a positive experience, and so we are going to be going back there. This time around I won't be sharing as many details of the treatments, but I will try to share a general overall how it went, and that's just because I'm doing the brain retraining program called DNRS. That stands for Dynamic Neural Retraining System. DNRS has been a really good experience so far for me, and I've made quite a bit of progress in the last 5 or 6 weeks that I've been doing it, so really thankful for that. I plan to share more about DNRS soon, but I'll link the websites down below. They have a lot of information and testimonials about the program and stuff like that, but one of the things that I do every morning is I write in my journal, and I write down all the progress that I have made the past day, celebrating any victories, whether they be really small or whether they are bigger. And I write down sort of a mantra that I created, and mine is I am healthy and strong. So I write that 10 times in a row every day, and that kind of just cements that idea into your brain as you're rewiring and retraining your brain for healing. And so yeah, there's just been some cool parts of the program, and then I can't go into detail about all the limbic system retraining steps that are involved in DNRS, but a lot of it is revolved around visualizations where you're visualizing yourself being healthy in the past and in the future with joyful, happy memories of being physically strong and healthy. And that's kind of been a fun thing for me to think of past memories and sort of relive them, and then also think of future memories that I'll have being healthy and strong. And I actually want to share some of my past and future visualizations, just kind of voice recording them and making them into videos, because I think that would be kind of fun. But yeah, I'm looking forward to our trip to Florida. I'm in a lot better place than our last trip, which is just awesome, and I think we're gonna get to do some fun things, and I'm gonna get to go on a walk at the beach, like a real walk on the beach for the first time in so many years. And we recently bought a paddleboard, and we're gonna try that out, and I'm just excited. I know that the drive down won't be as unbearable as it has been in the past to travel. It'll still be hard. It'll still be a challenge for me. I'm not healthy yet, but I have made so much progress, and I'm really thankful for that, and it's starting to show in all aspects of my life, and it's just a huge blessing after so many years of being so sick. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a good morning. I'm just gonna do my journal writing and enjoy the view of the forest one last time before we head out on our trip. Just packing up my cooler full of meat for the trip. I typically don't eat meat from the grocery store. I feel better when I eat low-histamine meats, and so I mostly get my meat from White Oak Pastures and North Star Bison, and both of those farms they don't age their meat at all after it's been processed, and they're very aware of histamine intolerance, and so a lot of people that struggle with store-bought meat do really well with White Oak and North Star. So I'll put a link to those 2 farms down below. I've started to reintroduce some corn and soy-free chicken and pork, which is really hard to find, but I do well with it when I can find it, and some raw butter. And so yeah, all is going well. Still doing the carnivore diet, but not doing the strict lion diet anymore. And check on the baby birds one last time before we leave. They're right outside. Oh my gosh. Look at them. I'll show you guys what it looked like when the eggs were still in here. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Just look at them. So hungry, waiting for mom to come back and feed them. Oh my gosh. That just makes me so happy. Here's the forest. One last time before we leave. I'll show you guys our rhododendron flowers. They're kind of all along the driveway here. We did not plant them, they just came up. The previous owner left them for us to enjoy, but yeah, there they are. Super pretty. There's another one over there. You can see behind that tree. Can you guys hear that woodpecker? Something else to note is that I really haven't been having to wear my neck brace much at all, except for sleeping and in the car. So these are questions that I'm going to ask when we go see Dr. Hazard at Caring Medical, what he wants me to do with that. But yeah, I'm really thankful to not have to rely on it nearly as much during the day, and yeah, my neck is feeling a lot better, and so all good things to celebrate. This little cactus that we have in the window here has blooms. So this is a rest stop in South Carolina right off the highway. I think it's the Welcome Center, but I just had to show you guys what it looked like on the inside because I just thought it was so fancy to just be a rest stop. And so yeah, that was pretty cool. And then a few hours later, we got to Georgia, and this is the Georgia rest stop, which was also really cool. Made it to Florida. We have just a couple hours left. I'm ready to go to bed, but things are going well. This has been a great road trip snack slash meal. Just putting Redmond salts on it. All it is dried, thinly cut New York strip steak. Delicious. We made it to Florida late last night. We're staying at my parents' house, which is a couple hours from Fort Myers. We're going to be going in a couple of days, and so we're just going to enjoy some time here. And honestly, I'm just so thankful that I am not in bed right now. Typically, after doing travel like that, I literally couldn't even move from just being so debilitated from just sitting in the car like that. It still was really hard for me, but we did it and we celebrated it, and just the progress that I've made is amazing, and I'm so thankful for it, and I know that more is to come. So whenever I travel, I still do the carnivore diet, just bring all my food and cook all my food, and sometimes I'll bring like pre-cooked food that I just will eat like cold, defrost it, whatever. And still doing DNRS, being really strict about it. They recommend doing it with like military like dedication, and so sometimes my motivation to do it is stronger than others, but I'm always glad I did it after I do it. And I think it's such a powerful thing. Neuroplasticity, it's cool stuff. Honestly, of all things, I think neuroplasticity and brain retraining is the thing I'm most excited about right now, and I think it can be one of the most powerful methods of healing for so many different things, physical conditions, mental conditions, whatever it may be. Yeah, it's a cool thing, and I love hearing other stories with it, and I just have been amazed at the progress that I've made with it. So thankful for that, and yeah, just gonna enjoy some time outside here by the pool, and I think I'm gonna go in for a swim in a bit here. Crazy that I am able to get up and do something after we travel all day like this. Yeah, it's a blessing. It's a bit too rough to go in there right now, but just enjoying being on the beach.
How does it feel? Amazing. Such speed, such grace. Doing great, looking great. It's been too long. I gotta zoom out slightly. Zoomed in too far. So much fun. There's something in there.
Those are just some highlights from our first few days in Florida. It's been really good so far, and honestly, thinking back to the last time that we were here, I've made so much progress since then, and it's crazy because at that point I had already started to make a lot of progress, and that's something that's just been so amazing to think back on, because when you're really severely ill and just so debilitated, all these improvements make such a difference. So like, I often will reference like a phone battery to like energy and functionality levels, and when you come from a place where you're essentially bedbound and completely debilitated by illness, you know, every improvement just changes things so much. And I remember I was listening to a recovery story from someone who had done DNRS, and she was saying like, when I got to 15% recovered, I thought I was at like 50%. But then as time went on and I recovered more and more, I realized at that point I was really only at 15%, and there was so much more to be gained. And I really feel like that's the way it's going to be with me. I'm still not recovered yet. I still have so much further to come, and there are still plenty of challenges in regards to my health that I'm dealing with, but I'm so much better, and that is just an amazing thing, and that's what I'm focusing on. Like I've shared with you guys, I'm not going to be talking about current symptoms, and just going to be focusing on all of the victories that I'm having, celebrating those victories, focusing on the positive things that are happening. Later today we're driving to Fort Myers, and then tomorrow I'll be having my appointments and potentially a treatment. Like I said, I won't really be documenting that as closely as last time, just because my focus is on retraining my brain and healing, and I'm really trying to avoid conversations about symptoms and illness related things, doctors, that sort of thing. And so that's why I won't be sharing a lot, but I'll give you guys a general you know, how it went. I'm just thankful to be able to share my progress with you guys and celebrate these things. It's just such a blessing, and honestly such a miracle. last night I was thinking about, you know, where I used to be, and I try not to let myself go there too much. Things were so bad that I'm really just trying not to think about it. But I was thinking about it in a way like, wow, like it's a miracle that I'm even alive. And I don't say that lightly. There were so many days where I just thought I wouldn't make it, and I'm so thankful to be here. I feel like I'm coming back to life, and it's just an amazing thing to experience. And yeah, if you're in the thick of it, just know that healing is possible. It happens, miracles happen, and our bodies just have this amazing innate ability to heal. It's hard work to heal, but it's completely possible, and I really do believe that. So just know I'm rooting for you, I'm cheering you on, and praying for you always. Hope you guys are having a good week so far, and I'll catch up with you guys hopefully soon and let you know how things are going here. So yeah, I'll see you next time.